Hello and Happy New Year, everybody. I hope everybody's doing well and has had a fabulous start to 2018. Can y'all believe it's 2018? It is Tuesday. Yes, it's Tuesday, I believe. Yes, it's Tuesday. Huh. Anyway, it's been a while, ladies. I'm going to go do a quick go around and show you all the babies because a couple have been changed and I've made a few little rearranging things in here. And I've got a couple works in progress to show you and then an update. So I will do my best to keep it brief. But y'all know Kymberlee and brief don't go in one sentence together. So get yourself a cup. So there's Saffron and Sapphira. They are still looking like little presents. They'll be in the next round of baby changes, but they're still in their cozy jammies and lovely hats from their Auntie Amanda, keeping so cozy. And then over here, Abigail and Juliet are still wearing what I put them in last time. Daddy's little girl. And Juliet says hi to Mama Judy. Happy New Year. And they are still in what I last had them in. And then the Queen has been changed. She's exhausted. She's taking a little nap. She is wearing a little outfit I picked up from Susie's sale. It's that little Victoria Beckham outfit that's black with white daisies all over it. And I've paired it with some little socks that look like Mary Jane's shoes. They do have a pink bow on the side, which is why her hair bow is pink. And she's just all tuckered out, bless her. And then Malachi is still a frog. There he is, still being a frog man. All cozy snug. He'll be in the next round of changes as well. And then there's Miss Zipporah, still dressed for Christmas. Vijagne has been changed. She's here enjoying a book. And I've got her hair just all wild and free. Looking so sweet. And she's wearing a one-piece outfit that has a red long-sleeve top with a rounded collar. And then the overlay is like a spaghetti. It looks like a spaghetti strap dress, but it is all one piece. And the straps are black and white stripe, and then the chest panel is black and white flowers with big pink, hot pink flowers. And then the apron part is white, and it has multicolored butterflies all over it. Orange, pink, blue, green. And then the pants part is a couple shades of green with flowers, and then one of the butterflies actually has that same print for her wing. And then she has on some ruffly socks from Auntie Virginia and her frog shoes from Auntie Katie. She says, "Thank you, ladies." So she's reading a book from her Auntie Virginia. And then up here in the pram, I actually have moved Mama's little monkey. Now y'all can see how tiny she is. I believe she's 15 inches if memory serves me correctly, but I had Cammie Rose in here, and then I don't know if I had let me remember if I had Maisie in here. I put her in there after my last video. I don't recall if she was in there for the video, but you can see Mama's little monkey doesn't even take up half the space, but she's oh so sweet. And then I'll swing around here. I do have a new Moses basket, which I have down there in front of the Queen's throne, so to speak. It's so funny. My mom and I drove her home last Friday and spent the night and then came home Saturday. But on the way to her house Friday, there's a lovely children's resale right by her. And I said, "Oh, let's run in." Now, you have to understand my car was packed. And I said, "Watch, today they'll have a Moses basket for like $10. Well, of course they did. It was $20, not $10. But I actually, this one up here has y'all have never seen this because I'm a camouflager. These handles, this is how I got it. I mean, the rope part is attached, but I just lost the name of it. Whatever this fiber is, the leaf, the part they weave is what is cracked. So that's why I have this blanket here. So I thought, well, I could take out, because I love this liner, because this one actually came with a liner that the mattress part is pink and white gingham, and then the bumper part had the pink and white gingham, but also blue and some flowers, and it was really pretty. And I thought, well, maybe her photo shoots, because I did try, and this cream one doesn't fit. So I thought, well, I could keep it for photo shoots, but then I thought, let me take it out. And what I did was I threw in some of my photo prop fabric for now. I think I'm going to either crochet something for in there, but I kind of like the layered fabric look. So I might go to Joann's and pick up, because I need that piece. Is actually one I use for my work in progress photos. That's the piece I use to be their bodies. Until I put them together. So I think I want to pick up a fur piece, but I'm thinking I want to kind of do it in grays, maybe gray and yellow or something, or gray. Well, gray and pink is more girly, but anyway. So I've just laid in that oatmeal piece of like a shorter fur, like almost like lamb, I guess, and then on top of it is a longer, shaggier piece of fur that's a brown. And then laying on top is Miss Zara. Y'all remember this knit outfit that I purchased off of a lady on Facebook. And it was listed as newborn, and it seemed quite big. But Zara is also a newborn, and it fits her fabulously. But it didn't fit any of like the Laura Lee Eagles. I tried it on one of my babies. It was huge on. I think I tried it on Abby. Somebody. I tried it on. It was too big. And I tried it with a different kit, and it just didn't look right. But it looks beautiful on her. So there's Miss Zara. She's going to hang out as a blank kit for a while. Because y'all know I like to have blank kits sitting around. So she's looking oh so sweet in there. And the reason I loved this one, I actually fell in love with the braid. Can y'all see that braid on the side? And the handle looks like a fishbone. If y'all have ever done a fishbone on your hair, or just someone else's hair. I loved that. I thought that was really unique. The handles actually, when I first got it, were only flipping into the basket. So the one that's up against Isabella's crib, I actually tucked in for a few hours yesterday, and then I had this one held down for the same few hours, and when I came back they are now. I would like this one to stand up, so I might have to turn it around and let that one stand up for a while. But anyway, I'm just happy they're not flipping in on her any longer, because this will be really convenient to use as a photo prop, because like the crib I keep Atticus in, I can take him out and take photos, and this I can very easily carry over there. So, but if I step back, it is looking a little crowded. It's not horrible. I would love it on a stand, because, these two Moses baskets have stands, Malachi's, and then the one that Juliet and Abigail share. But I don't really have room for a stand. So for now, that'll work. At some point, I might rearrange. I'm not sure. I'm just not there yet. And then I did get this other piece over here. There's Ann Girl. My Raggedy Ann says hi to Myra. I did turn this chair to face more toward Genevieve. And there's Maisie Girl. She says hi to her mommy. She says, Happy New Year, Mommy. She's sitting in this newly acquired antique children's high chair. I actually had one very similar when I was a little girl, although it actually had the tray that like went up and down. But this one doesn't even have the markings like it ever had a tray, so I'm not sure. But she's sitting there, and she has become a reader, just like Virginie. She loves books. So she's sitting there enjoying her book for now. And then we have Miss Genevieve here. She says hello and Happy New Year to her Mama Chiquita. She's also wearing an all one-piece outfit, and it is hot pink. The shirt, long-sleeved, and then up on the shoulders is like an ecru, lace isn't the right word. I don't know. Maybe it's lace. Yeah. And then on her chest is a flower of that same ecru lace. And then the pants portion is hot pink and purple striped, and then the ankle part flares out. And then there are 3 layers to be like a skirt. The top one is floral. I guess that's floral. Yeah, there's flowers, green and chartreuse and hot pink and orange. And then the second layer is hot pink with gray, and it's just some funky pattern. That'd be a fun coloring print. And then the bottom layer is gray with lighter gray stripes, and it has little girls on bicycles. They're not little girls. She's wearing high heels. Girls on bicycles in like a cream color, the ecru of to match the lace. And she has on a headband that's hot pink, and it has a hot pink, a purple, and a white flower. So she's looking oh so sweet and cozy with her Emma Bean. And then up here we have Sophia Grace. She's still in this Moses basket. Oh, I did pick these up at my antique store too. these little baby shoes with a bell. They're much like the ones I have over there that were my brother's, but I would never send my brother's shoes off. And I don't really want to clean them up. I know I could polish them and make them look new, but I think that's part of the charm of them. So, and I still have all the names in my Joy. I need to remove the, or they were numbers, I believe. Remove the numbers and put something in my Joy jar. And then I don't want you to see my works in progress quite yet, but we'll come see the king. There's Atticus. He has been changed into a lovely outfit from his Auntie Myra. And he actually has on a pair of tights under those pants because they are black. And he is a raw kit. And even on a painted baby, you don't want to leave that dark of a fabric on them. But he does have tights on under there. And I put white. They were like a cream color. But I put white socks over it because there was a lot of extra fabric. And I wanted his legs to be positioned like a frog because his sweatshirt has a frog. So, Atticus is froggy today too. There is a little onesie underneath that's white with little frogs all over it to match. But I'm going to leave him zipped up because he's so snuggly buggly. And the sweatshirt, which I know Myra loves babies in sweatshirts, has black and white stripes. And it actually has the 2 little front pockets, which I love. I need to get a little frog peeking out of there. I think I'm out of frogs. And inside the hood is the same bright green as the frog face on the front. And she sent him this little froggy passy. He's got his tongue hanging out. So he's just hanging on to that for now. Maybe. There we go. He's going to hold on to his new passy. So he's there in his little pod looking so sweet. And now, before I show the works in progress, I got my last 2 Christmas cards. They've been here for a while. I haven't made videos. This one is from Tasha and her family. And I've already thanked these 2 ladies for sending them, but I did want to show them. And then this one was from Crystal. There's a photo of Crystal with all her babies. Isn't that a beautiful photo? Such a beautiful collection. So thank you very much, ladies. Let me swing past my works in progress. I'll show those in a couple minutes. So yes, like I said, I've had them for a little while. I did post a video, what day? Like 2 days ago? Couple days ago, of Anastasia's box packing. Her mommy's very happy with her. I shipped her out the day after Christmas, and she arrived that Friday to her mommy, but her mommy was waiting for her daughter to be there for the box opening. So I did hear from her on Friday evening that she was very happy with her, and she thanked me for her. But I was, as I said, I had taken my mom home, and so I needed to wait till I was home. And so I can't remember if I did. I think I did it on Sunday. So, but that was recorded the day after Christmas. And there were a couple times I tried to make videos, but it just, with my mom here, I wanted to enjoy my time with her. We had such a lovely time. We cooked together, we played Scrabble together, we crocheted together, we watched movies, we talked. Oh, speaking of movies, as I said during Anastasia's box packing that we were going to go see The Greatest Showman. Fabulous movie. I don't want to spoil anything. I did not realize it was a musical. I knew about the song This Is Me. Fabulous song. If you have young children, and you can play that song over and over to get those words to resonate in their brain. The lyrics of that song are amazing. It can be an anthem because just listen to it. Look it up. This Is Me from The Greatest Showman. It is an amazing, amazing song. And if I had children, man, I'd be just pulsing that through my house because it is so true. You just, be yourself. Don't be afraid to be yourself. And not everybody will like you, but you will find those who do. It is an amazing, amazing song. So anyway, we really enjoyed the movie. We went that Tuesday because it is $5 movie day, which is today. I should go see what's playing. But I have a lot going on. So anyway, I did want to make a video yesterday, but yesterday, y'all know Monday's a big cleaning day for me. But I also had a couple extra chores because my mom had gone home, and I like to shampoo my carpets before Christmas. But my mom was here since Thanksgiving, and she was concerned that the shampoo, the chemical, the shampoo would bother her allergies. Because, she didn't want the windows open. I would have opened the windows, but she's like, it'll be too cold. So I elected to wait till she went home. So that was on my list for yesterday, which I did get done. That is so satisfying Does anybody else out there own a shampooer and clean your carpets a few times a year? I don't know. It makes your carpet look so brand new. I just love cleaning my carpets. And it's so funny because that was a gift from my husband one year. And I had a friend who was horrified. She's like, didn't you feel terrible that was the gift that was like my big Christmas gift one year. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Obviously you don't know me as well as I thought you did. I'm over the moon. And I am very much for practical gifts. Like this year, my big gift was a new chair for where I paint. I had done research looking for a chair that will help me be more supportive. I didn't just want an ergonomically correct chair. I wanted a chair for an artist. And after much research, I found one. So, I'm all about practical gifts. I don't need things that are just going to get shoved in a closet. I want things I'm going to love and use. And so I love my shampooer. And so anyway, so I did that yesterday. And then we actually had, we've had snow a few times. I think we had about 5 inches on the ground. And then we were supposed to get more on Sunday. So originally my husband and I were taking my mom home Saturday and just doing a turnaround, drop her off, have a meal with her and then come back. But my husband found out late Thursday that he had to go into work this weekend to, check on a few things that were going on there. And so I'm glad we found out Thursday night, although we did have some plans in town for Friday because we thought that was going to be our last day. So I just let my mom know, we're going to leave tomorrow because I don't mind doing the drive alone. I just didn't want to do the turnaround in one day because y'all remember my right foot had been bothering me. So I didn't want to drive a little over 9 hours in one day because I don't have cruise control on my car. And so that's the foot that holds the pedal, So, so we did do a couple things. I said, let's aim to leave the house by 10, but leave my town by noon. And we actually left about 5 minutes earlier. I think we were hitting the highway at 11:55, so I was really chuffed with us. So anyway, we did our few little things in town, and then we headed out, and we had a nice drive, and then we made a couple stops in her town, and then we, in my town, were expecting a big snowstorm Sunday. Originally, it was starting Sunday morning, which is why on my way home, I elected to, again, leave her by 10 with my goal being on the road by noon. And again, I was a few minutes early. So I went to her local grocery store, which we don't have that here because there are some things there are things here that I have to order. I mean, I can get them. I have access to them by ordering them. And I don't mind doing that, but if I can get them in a store, it's nice because y'all know I like to have a stock of stuff in my house. And so I went there because I knew they had them. And, being in a bigger city, of course, you have access to so much more than a small town. And so I did that, and there were a couple things they didn't have, one of which I knew they had at Trader Joe's because I was also planning to go there. So I did my Trader Joe's stock up. And then there was one other item that neither had, and I knew Trader Joe's wouldn't have it. And then I also, on the road, when I made a pit stop, I looked on my GPS to see if there was a Walgreens nearby because there were a couple things I needed there. Walgreens is a drugstore, much like CVS, Rite Aid, Boots, that kind of store. And so there was actually one a block and a half away, so I went there. Because we have two in my town, but I would have had to, driven into town. I live literally just, once I cross over into my state, I'm like a mile and a half into the state. And so I would have had to go, and it's not a big deal. It's only like a 10-minute longer drive. But, since it was right there, I went and stocked up on those things. And so I left with a car full of my mom's stuff with my little tiny overnight bag. So when I left my mom's, I had my little tiny overnight bag. And I did take a bag with me that had a pillow and a blanket, and I had some protein bars and water and stuff in case, God forbid, something happened, because quite a bit, my last couple hours of the drive are like through prairie. I mean, it's all flat land, and it's farms, and they're spaced, many, many miles apart, and I thought, God forbid something happened, I needed the ability to, hunker down if possible. But anyway, other than that, my car was empty, and I have a hatchback, so I had flattened the seats, so all that space back there. But then by the time I did all my grocery shopping and stuff along the way, my car was quite full. So I was really happy when I got home that my husband was here, so he helped me unload the car. And then when we got up Sunday, it was raining. So I'm like, oh, this could be really bad because this, if it gets cold enough, this will turn to ice. I knew it was going to warm up because it was going to warm up enough to be snow. So now it was even warm enough to be rain, which was nice because it hadn't been warm. We had been, I think our coldest day registered at -25, and I'm not sure what it was with the wind chill. That was the actual temperature. So we were below zero for probably about a week, week and a half. Really, really bitter cold out there. So, and I can't remember, did I talk about this? My husband's car didn't start one day, so I was really happy. He took my car. We got him a new battery, got that sorted out, but it just was so cold. Ridiculously cold, but my little zippy girl, that's what I call my car, she started right up, God bless her. So anyway, so I thought, you know what, I'm going to run to town right now while it's rain on Sunday because he had to go to work and just get that last item. And I thought, you know what, I'm also going to pick up some salt. So I salted the driveway before I left. And then when I came home, I salted it again. And then I bought a 50-pound bag of salt when I was in town. And I messaged my husband, you know, when you get home, can you please bring that bag in the house? And so he did. But he then salted it. And then later that evening before bed, he went out and salted again. Because it was really slick. And then Monday is our trash pickup day, so bless my husband slipping and sliding down the driveway yesterday morning to take the can down. So that was my additional, this is my very, very long way of saying, other than shampooing my carpet, my other chore was to get that driveway clear. The sun was out yesterday. It was actually quite balmy. I would say it was probably close to 40 degrees, which I was so thankful for. We never got the snow they predicted on Sunday, which was a blessing because anybody who lives anywhere where it snows, to have snow on top of ice is so dangerous because you can't see it. I mean, at least if it's there, you know you can see it, and black ice is the worst. But I was just so grateful that we didn't get the snow. And so yesterday afternoon, he had come home for lunch and left, and I went out there and I shoveled all the ice off the driveway. The sun had broken quite a bit of it up. Some of it was actually starting to become slush. But it just cracked really easy with my shovel. And one side of our driveway, the grass is on a slope, and the other side is flat. So I pushed it all on the flat side because I want the grass to drink it as it melts. I don't want it sliding back down into my driveway off the slope because then in the event it gets cold again, it would just become ice again. So we have quite a long driveway. I would say it's probably, I don't know, 30, 40 feet long. Well, about 40. Anyway, so I shoveled all that, and then down at the end where it dips down into the street, there was a good flow going to the sewer. So I didn't want to block that. So the stuff that was down there, I lifted up onto the curb in the grass area because I wanted that flow to keep going to the gutter. So that was my other chore yesterday. And then I came down and painted. I have been painting the last few weeks while my mom's been here. I would come down for an hour or so every once in a while and do some painting. And a couple times I stayed for a few hours. And she'd come down and peek and see what I was doing. And so I got some painting in for the last couple weeks. And then Sunday I painted while my husband was at work. And then yesterday, all afternoon and evening, I painted. So I'm going to show you. I'm working on Sky. I would remember I think I showed her. I was working on her with Sally, but she ended up needing to be stripped. So I'm much happier with how she's coming out now. So I think this is going to be her skin tone. I decided to start shading her yesterday to see if I'm 100% satisfied. I have not baked her shading yet. If you can see, she's starting to get some, shading in her, her crease is done, and some different, I haven't really done too much shading, but mainly creases. So, but I really like her skin tone a lot. And I did start her lips yesterday. She has her base of her lips. She doesn't have eyes in yet. Now, I did paint a Sky kit before. If y'all watch April at Toto Kisses, hi April, she has her Mr. Bean. That is this same kit, but that baby did not have a belly plate. This one did. So this is Sky, and there are a couple people on the list for Sky. I can't remember how many. And then this other baby that I'm going to show is not available. She is actually a baby for a friend of mine. This is the Casper kit. He just needs to be sealed and then he'll be ready for hair. He does have a painted hairline. He's very fair. I know you're all going, wow, he's so light. My friend, I have known her for over 20 years. We met, I was a nanny and she was an au pair, and we became very, very good friends, and we've stayed friends all these years. We Skype, we talk on the phone, we mess. I mean, she's just such a dear. She's one of my best friends. And she's my bestest friend in the UK, we say. And she says I'm her bestest American friend. Anyway, she, back when I was going to take my, let me step back so you can see both of them, so you can see the color difference. Back when I was going to take my painting class, I started telling her about it, and back when we met, I was a huge porcelain doll collector, but I also had some baby dolls. I had some Lee Middletons and stuff, and she used to go with me to the doll shop in Chicago, and she did purchase, I believe she only purchased one, though. I had the ethnic twins of the Lee Middleton, the boy-girl, and I think she only had one. But anyway, she purchased 1 or 2 Lee Middletons. And so when I told her I was taking the class, I can't remember if I sent her a bunch of photos to show her exactly what a reborn was, or if she researched it. But anyway, for whatever reason, she fell in love with Casper. And this, oh, Gotzen, I just lost her first name, the sculptor. Let me see if it's on his neck. Oh yeah, Krista Gotzen. I don't know if y'all can see it there. And she had fallen in love with that baby and said, oh, one of these days I'd like to get this one. Well, when I was at the show, digging through kits at Irresistibles, I found this. Now, this is not fully Casper. The head is Casper, but the limbs are Eliza Mark's limbs. And I've had this kit for almost 4 years. Well, let's see, what month are we in? January. So 3.5 years. And it just was never time. And part of it was we never really discussed skin tone really about, but I think, you know, she was leaning toward Caucasian, and y'all know I painted the my mini me for my mom. This baby has 3/4 arms. I had painted the little mini version of me for my mom. And I have the paints and the colors for a Caucasian baby, but when I look at them, I'm not inspired to paint. And so I finally messaged her. I said, you know what, it's time for me to paint this baby, but I have no desire to paint a Caucasian baby. I can paint a lighter skinned baby for you. And she said, okay, yeah, lighter would be good. And we discussed it, and yes, she had wanted a Caucasian baby, and I said, well, I can paint the baby light. And then, you know, that's all I told her. And I sent her photos, and she loves him. This will be a boy. I don't know if she's going to keep his name Casper, because she has a dog named Casper. So, but anyway, I really love his skin tone. He's very, very fair. He is painted in browns. Even his shading is all brown. He's not the reds and stuff you use with a Caucasian baby. And I did paint this hairline, which I will, of course, root into. He has painted eyebrows, and he'll have, you know, rooted lashes and rooted hair. So, so he just needs to be sealed. So don't send me messages that you want this baby. This baby is not available, for sure. And this baby has a list. If you want to be added to the list, you can let me know. But again, I don't know how far down the list I will get. So, and this baby will also have hair. This baby still needs all of its details: lips, palms, soles, fingernails, some shading, some more details, some more creasing and stuff. But I wanted to make a video this morning because I haven't been on for so very long, and just do a quick update for y'all. So that's what's been going on here. I have some beans up in my Instant Pot, which should be done soon, and once they're done, I'm going to run to town and do a couple errands, and then I will be back to paint. So that's my day. I think my phone is ringing. Yes, it is. All right, ladies, have a blessed day, and thank you very much for stopping by, and I am going to get back into the groove of watching videos. While my mom was here, I watched a handful. They're still in my history, most of them. I commented on a couple of videos. Y'all understand life, and with my mom here, that took precedence. So I will try to be watching videos And remember, find your joy in every day. Hugs and blessings from us. Bye-bye.